To transcend to a higher consciousness, there are certain steps that are necessary to get there, because if you don't do this, it is even not possible to go to a higher consciousness and embody that. To transcend to a higher consciousness, you also have to do the inner work, but in a specific way, in a way that you really understand and let go of all the belief systems and also the hidden belief systems and the hidden perceptions. And there are a lot of hidden perceptions and belief systems that most people, some people even know that there are perceptions that are not true, but if you look at their actions, they are still believing it. Your actions, belief systems, and your feelings should be in alignment with your heart, but almost no one can do that because they don't do the inner work in a proper way. And the part that they are skipping is that they don't contemplate and really think deep about their belief systems and why they are not true. Because it is very simple just to say we live in a dream world and there's no solid matter and we can create everything that we want and all those things. And yeah, we have to follow intuition, but to embody that and to really live that is a completely different way. And there are a lot of YouTubers that are acting like that they know how it works, but they don't embody it. And I do that because I want to show this. I wanted to move to a different place and I wanted to live in nature, and I didn't know how. I didn't have any money. But I got here because of intuition. And I followed my intuition, and I had actually no real fear anymore because I knew that I get that intuitive message to move, but I didn't have a place to go. And then I get that intuitive message that I had to stop my rent of my house, and I did it. But there was fear, but I knew it was the fear of my ego, and I knew that that's all based on lies, and I can't know if those fears are real or not. And I knew that my intuition knows better, so I can take action on my intuition. And that's the difference. Most people are not able to really take the actions and to really experience in the physical reality that the intuition is real and that you can experience things like this, because they didn't take any they didn't do anything on the inside with the mind. They still believe their old belief systems, so they are going to find ways that, for example, they get the intuitive message and then they are going to ignore the rest and don't take action on it, and then maybe they say, yeah, it just comes in the right way, but they don't take action on it because they are scared. So they have to find out in the subconscious mind, why is there fear and why do you believe it? You have to dive very deep into the subconscious mind, because there are a lot of hidden patterns that are built on perceptions and are built on pain, on closing of the heart, on old experiences of rejection and all kinds of things, and all the assumptions that you told yourself that are real. And it is based on all of those belief systems, and they are very deep, and it is not that easy to just let it go and then just do some inner work and then you are free. It is not working like that, because you have to take really responsibility and dive deep and contemplate about all the belief systems, because there are, if you have one belief system, it is not just one belief system. You have belief system built up on belief system on belief system, and you have to find out all the hidden layers and all the hidden perceptions and the hidden assumptions to let it really go. And if you get that understanding of your own subconscious mind, you are going to be able to let it go and understand it. So if something happens again, you know it is not true, and then you can take action on your intuition because you know it you feel it, you can understand why your mind is telling lies, and then it doesn't work as it should work to keep you safe anymore, because you know better. And then you get the experiences, because what I did to go away from my old house, it was very dangerous because I didn't have a place to go. But I trusted my intuition, and then I came here, and then everything worked out. And in belief systems, it is not possible to do this, but I do it because I know that it is real. Intuition is real, and doing inner work is the most important thing, because otherwise I will choose safety. So I will say then, okay, I'm going to move, but first I have to find something and I have to do this and this. But that wasn't the intuitive message. My intuitive message was to just stop the rent, and then I didn't know. I was thinking about becoming homeless and things like that. That was my mind. But I knew it was my mind, and I had still those feelings, but my intuition was stronger. My embodiment of being able to follow intuition and choose the truth over the lies was way more strong than believing the lies. And that's how life should be if you are embodying this. And on one point, you don't even have the fear anymore, because you know intuition is real. And to transcend to a higher consciousness, you have to take every step, and you have to understand it. And there's so much to learn, and you can learn so much to go to the inside of your subconscious mind and find out all those belief systems, because you are also going to understand other people, and you are going to get more compassion towards other people and all kinds of things. There's so much more that you can get from this. And then your clairvoyance and your intuitive message and your visions and everything that you get, you take it seriously, because you know it is based in reality. Reality and the unseen world are both real. But if you have the perception that reality is just physical matter and it's here, everything happens here, and we have to take control in physical reality, then you are in a belief system again. So you have to find out what is the truth between the spiritual realm and physical reality, and contemplate about what is physical reality and why do people do what they do, and just become more open-minded that there are so many ways to get things that you want, and so many ways of living, and there are infinite possibilities. But if you believe that reality is operating in a certain way, then you have a lot of new belief systems again, because you're limited again. But you have to stay grounded in spirit and in the physical reality, and then take the actions from intuition without the belief in limitation. And you are still doing things because you are in the physical reality, but it is completely different. You are in a different frequency, and you can access flow. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know how things are going to work out. You don't have to take control of everything. You don't have to make a plan and everything, because you know sometimes you just feel something is going to happen. I want this. I don't know what to do. And then you just go to the gym, you are going to work out, and you meet someone, and that person is giving you that opportunity. That's also a possibility, and that's beyond making a plan. That's more like the trust in your intuition. Something is going to happen, I don't know what. You don't feel the intuitive pull to make a plan, so you don't do it. You only make a plan if you feel it is the right thing. Then you make a plan. And for me, it works very good to live without a plan, because at this moment it is more for me about feeling what is the right thing and just doing the right thing, and that's it for this moment. But maybe tomorrow I get an intuitive message to make a plan, then I'm making a plan. So intuition should be primary, and all the actions are secondary. All the physical actions are secondary. And it works always like this. But most people, their primary thing is the mind control, the belief systems. and then the actions. So they take the actions out of the belief systems. But you can't live your soul purpose in that way, because your soul is not your conditioned mind. So you have to get rid of that. You have to get rid of the false self, understand it, see how it works, and also understand your emotions, see what emotions are not from you and how it is influencing you, and then let go of all of that, and then you just take intuitive actions. And then magic just happens, and people also feel like you are different, because you are going to resonant, I don't know how to say it now. You just have a different frequency, and people can feel that. So people are also going to change their reactions to you, and everything is changing. And then life is becoming very, very different. And if you are experiencing it like what it is to live from the soul out and not from mind control, you are going to experience it for yourself, and then your belief becomes stronger. So your ego is going to work together with your intuition, because we always have some ego, but we can become conscious of ego. And if you are conscious of how your mind is working, and you are conscious of your ego, and you choose what is your self-expression and what is your ego, life is very, very easily. And then you are not suffering because of the unconscious ego based in pain. Then you are living life with an ego that is inspired by the soul. And then you just flow through life. And you don't have to suffer, because suffering is always based on the belief systems. Suffering is just based on believing that you don't have any control anymore, and you just want to control, and you need control, and you want this from people and that from people, so on and on. And it's all in lies. Nature here is very beautiful, actually. Yeah, so this was all impossible to the conditioned mind and to the fears. I didn't even tell people what I was going to do, because I know that if I'm going to say what my intuition is, people are going to project their belief systems. And I don't need that, because that's not based in truth, so I just let it go. And yeah, that's also a thing, that you just let go of taking people seriously, because you know that they are in fear, and you know that those people are taking action from fear. The advice is from fear. The advice is not from any experience that is based in truth, both in physical and spiritual. And their advice often even don't work for themselves. So you have to consider for yourself what is true, what is not true, and then just follow your heart. And if you are going to live this life like this, and you don't have any fear, you don't believe the lies people are telling you, then you transcend higher and higher to a higher and higher consciousness, because we are always searching for growth and searching for more and more truth. And in this way you can accelerate everything, because you don't hold on to anything. And a lot of people are holding on to belief systems, and they are going to invest their whole lives in a very small bubble of belief systems, and then they are going to live life like that always. But if you know better, and you know how the mind works, and how belief systems are working, and what is intuition, and you get more understanding, then you can accelerate so fast, because you're always growing and you're always observing, and it's almost like a hobby. Like, you just are excited to do all those things, and you're excited to find out more, to meditate, to contemplate, to talk with people, explore new places, trying out different things, doing new things, and you just get more and more knowledge, and the experience is very nice. And even you can find in suffering, you can find like the treasure in that, because in the past I also had anxiety disorders and panic attacks and OCD and depression and all those things. And I had a very, very rough life in my past. It was very intense and very hard on the inside and outside. And I've experienced a lot of trauma. But all of that just helped me so much, because I was understanding more and more about the mind. And also the professionals in my past, like the psychologists, told me you can't get rid of those panic attacks and anxiety disorder, but that was all based in a lie. And I got rid of it by intuition also, and got intuitive message about how to do it, and I did it. And now I am like, I think 9 years ago, I had no panic attacks anymore, no anxiety anymore. I never had them anymore. So this is also like, you can heal your traumas and heal your mental disorders with intuition. And I have a lot of evidence for myself that in the physical reality, intuition works. And intuition is always right. I'm experiencing that also. And I did so many impossible things and made it possible, because it is never impossible. Things are not impossible. People are just believing it is impossible. But even if you're thinking about that, if someone is telling you it is impossible and you're asking them, how do you know? They come with some nonsense like, yeah, some evidence, some scientific evidence said that it is impossible, and the psychologist said it was impossible, so it is impossible. Then you ask them a deeper question, okay, so do they know everything that exists? No, they don't know. So how can they know it is impossible? Then they don't have an answer, because it is not true what they said. If you are going to contemplate, you also can contemplate with other people. If they're projecting their belief systems on you and you're just asking them two deeper questions, or even one, they already get an error in their mind, because they are not thinking. They are just like more in the NPC mode, just projecting their belief systems and projecting what everyone told them, and just believing that and taking action on those belief systems. And then you are very limited. So if you understand this, and you are understanding that belief systems are everywhere and people are always projecting it, you are going to see it in different ways. You're also going to see belief systems in the facial expressions of people, in how fast they are aging, how they are walking, in their frequency of their voice, in what is triggering them in their life circumstances, just how they talk, how fast they blink, in everything, because they are projecting it in different ways. It's in everything. And then you can read people very easily, because you understand yourself. That's the most important thing. You understand yourself, you understand how your own mind works, and other people are working the same way, so you are also understanding them. And then it's very easy to read people. So inner work can give you a big benefit in networking and in doing business and in doing all kinds of things, and in making new friends and getting new relationships and everything, because you understand people on a deeper level, and you can see if someone is trustworthy or not. So you just don't invest in people if you can see that it is not the right person for you. So that's it for this video. I see that I'm almost talking for 20 minutes now. If you are still watching, thank you. I hope this helps you or inspires you, and please leave a like and subscribe if you want. So thank you. Bye bye.